God wanted us to live forever, but Eve sinned and caused Adam to sin. Are you sure about that? I wonder what the big book of bullshit has to say on this topic. I know, let's check. God took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to tend and keep it. And the Lord God commanded the man, saying, Of every tree in the garden you may freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For on the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die, which was also a lie. And I think it's important to point out that Adam was all alone here when he got this command. Eve was still a rib at this time. Eve hasn't even heard from God at this point. All she has to go on is what Adam told her, and he could have totally messed that up. But for some reason, I can't imagine why, misogyny, Eve always gets the blame for this, even though she wasn't the one even given the command. But it even gets worse than that. Back to the book. When the woman saw that the fruit on the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and ate it. He was with her. He wasn't off building a hut or something like that. He was using her as a test. He was going, okay, is she going to die from this? No, she totally didn't die from this. And now she's smarter? I want some of that too then, I guess. He wasn't about to just let that woman have a power up and him not have it too. This story has been used for centuries to justify the idea that women are just inherently sinful. That poor man fell victim to that temptress, even though he was the one who was given the command, and he used her to see if maybe she would die if she ate it. And when she didn't, he was just like, oh, okay, give me some too. If God was the one who gave you the instructions and you failed the test, maybe you should take the blame for what happened and not try and pawn it off on somebody else who came on the scene later. And then, when God confronted Adam, he didn't want to take any of the blame. He not only blamed Eve, but he also blamed God. He basically said, hey, this woman you gave me, she was defective. She gave me that fruit from the tree you told me not to eat from, and I ate it. And that's on you, and that's on her. That's not on me. Adam was literally the alpha, the very first man, and the first thing he did was blamed other people for his problems. It's no wonder the alpha bros of today blame other people for their problems. And I even left out the most obvious detail that an all-knowing God should have seen this coming from a mile away. But this is still very typical of how things play out today. The man screwed up, he blamed the woman, they both got punished, and the woman gets the blame throughout history. That's how the story literally goes, but that's not what we are fed in church and Sunday school. We're taught that Eve is the downfall of man, which is the exact opposite of what actually happens in the book. And God was never going to let us live forever. Killing us is one of his favoriteest things.